Just a question, is it video recorded or audio recorded? If it's audio, should we all identify?
This session is being recorded. It doesn't say where. So it's either on your laptop or this computer here.
Meeting for April 2020. I'm going to call the roll instead of going around the room, obviously. So I'll start with the PBA, representing the PBA.
Joseph Alejandro. PBA by invitation.
Mark Marino, PBA by invitation.
Anthony Castiglione, PBA.
DEA.
Kenny Sparks, DEA. Designee for Paul DiGiacomo.
Nick Sifuni as counsel for the DEA.
And Jeff Ward by invitation.
Okay. SBA.
Gary DeRosa, BA, present by invitation.
Okay, and I also know that we have Anthony Borelli, who's the designee for Ed Mullins. So LBA.
Lou Turco.
CEA.
Chris Monahan.
And Nick, do you want to get on record for being the counsel for those unions?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Thank you. So Nick Sifuni as counsel for the DEA as well as the SBA, the LBA, and the CEA.
Okay, very good. Representing the Commissioner of Finance.
John Adler, representing Finance Commissioner Jacques Jiha.
Representing the Mayor.
Cynthia Collins, representing Mayor Bill de Blasio.
Representing the Comptroller.
Susanna Vickers, designee for Scott Stringer.
John Dorsa, alternate designee for Control Scott Stringer.
And the Police Commissioner.
Stephanie Zimberg, designee for Police Commissioner Shea.
Law Department.
Marta Ross, Law Department, present by invitation.
Actuary. Thank you.
Sherry Chan, City Actuary, present by invitation.
That's it to cover it. Okay, we have a quorum. Let me turn it over to Joe.
Okay, so I think it's easy just me identifying myself as reading off the calendar in both the public and the executive. So that'll make it easy.
Joe,
to keep identifying
Joe,
myself.
if I can, it's John Dorsa. I just wanted to say a few words before we started the calendar.
Absolutely, John.
So good morning, everyone. I just wanted to acknowledge before we start the meeting the passing of the Comptroller's mother, Arlene Stringer Cuevas, and acknowledge her services to the city for many years, and also note that she succumbed to COVID-19, which unfortunately thousands of New Yorkers are suffering from at this time, including members of the service. And I just wanted to take a brief moment to acknowledge our contributions and the contributions of those men and women on the front lines that are helping as first responders and helping in the medical community to help stem this, this tragic pandemic.
John, on behalf of the PBA, I'd like to acknowledge, obviously, the Comptroller and pass along our deepest sympathies for his mother's loss. And you know, her service to the city obviously was deep in the Stringer family because her son went on to become controller of the city of New York. And you're right about the COVID-19 epidemic, as thousands of our members are out currently sick, and over, I think it's now 1,200 members confirmed, and there are, you know, scores are hospitalized also. So this is a serious problem, and unfortunately, we're losing very good people every day to this. So again, my deepest sympathies to the controller.
So I just respectfully request that a portion of these minutes be provided to the controller's office so that we may provide them directly to the controller, the well wishes of the board. So thank you.
Will do, John.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. I guess we'll get on to the meeting then. So on the public session, page 1, to accept the meeting minutes of the previous meeting, Wednesday, April 8, 2020, and to confirm the next meeting date, Wednesday, May 13th, 2020. Get a motion?
Stephanie, you want to make a motion? So moved.
Oh, so moved.
Okay, thank you.
With Stephanie Zimber for the so moved.
Okay, all right. Article 2, page 2, to approve.
Pages 2 through 6, this is Kenny Sparks, DEA, 2 through 6, nothing of a controversial nature. So moved, Joe.
Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate that. All right, pages 7 through 13, a resolution regarding the final fiscal year 2020 employer contributions. Sherry, do you have any final thoughts on it?
Just want to say good morning to everybody, and that the final fiscal year 2020 contributions was approximately 2.5 billion. This represents just a $5,800 or $5,900 difference from the preliminary that was passed by this board a year ago.
The Dutch, maybe you can ask Scott Evans, question mark.
Okay, all right, so I make I request a roll call vote on this.
Okay, PBA,
PBA abstains.
DEA,
Yes.
SBA,
Yes.
LBA,
Yes.
CEA,
Yes.
Commissioner of Finance,
Yes.
Mayor,
Yes.
Controller,
Yes.
and the Police Commissioner.
Yes.
Motion carries. So moved.
Okay, so that ends the public session. I make a motion to go into
Before,
executive
Joe,
session.
before you do that, I apologize, Joe. Before you do that, ordinarily you would have a budget to look at this meeting. We are not ready with that budget yet. We're taking a harder look at it in these current times to see what cuts we can make. So as soon as we have that ready, we will deliver it to everyone.
Okay. All right, one more. There was an error on the public meeting page 1. Instead of May 13th, well, excuse me. We should accept the previous minutes for March 8th, not April 8th. That's reflected in the document.
Thank you. Good catch. I apologize for that.
Okay. And now I make the motion to go into executive session.
Second, John Dorsa, Controller's Office.
Okay. Are we ready to cut?